Hello, my name's Linda and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and this is my blog here, Stamping by the Beach, and also I'm on Facebook if you want to go and have a look. So today I have been making these tea light boxes. So I haven't made a video for ages. We've had school, summer holidays, and then I've committed myself to a Christmas craft fair, and so I've been making lots of items for my craft fair, and then I thought, well, why don't I film them as well so people can make them. So this is what we're going to make today. So you see it's a nice little box, and the box measurements are not mine. I have copied this from Pootle's Papercraft, so she's really good at boxes. So I've used her measurements, but then I've made the box my own. So my box is a little bit different to look at. So let's start. So to start we need, I'm using cherry cobbler, but obviously you can use any colour. The other boxes I used Night of Navy. So this needs to be 7 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then we need 2 pieces of Whisper White, and they are 6 inches by 1 1/4 inches. And then I've got another same size but silver, and then using the stitch circle die, I've cut the smallest circle in Whisper White, and this little star came from Tags and Trimmings new Christmas set, but any star or any snowflake embellishment that you have would be fine. So let's just move these to one side, and we're going to begin by scoring. We're going to get the scoreboard, get my scoreboard out. Let's see if you can actually see it. Okay, so we're going to start. Get my measurements. So it's 3/4 of an inch, and we're doing this landscape at the moment, so landscape way, and 7 inches. And then turn it to portrait, and we're doing 3/4 of an inch again. 2 1/4, 3 inches, and 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Oh no, came out of track there. I wasn't watching what I was doing. There we go. That's all the scoring we need to do. Next, we're going to fold and burnish our score lines. There we go, and just these two at the end. Okay, now we're going to do some cutting. So there's not a lot of cutting in this, so we're just going to cut up each one of these lines on the end, on both ends. Keep those lines straight. And I need to make this the bottom where I come out the score line there. Okay, and so now we need to just make small wedges just on the small, they were squares, so on the small squares. So these are going to be the tabs that go into the box, and we need to keep these ones straight because they're going to be the edges of the box, so you don't want to lose the nice straight edge. And then do exactly the same other end. There we go. Oh, last one. Perfect. Put those bits out of the way. And that bit's done. And then what we're going to do, decide what's going to be your top and what's going to be your bottom. And as I said, I think that's going to be my bottom because I've made a little mark there. So this will be my top. And we're going to cut just a little bit of a circle there, so you can just get your thumb in and open it. And I'm just going to have to reach across and find my punch. There it is. I'm just using the 3/4 inch punch for this, and I'm just going to eyeball somewhere in the middle, and do that. Okay, so this is going to be my front. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing, if I can find my embossing buddy. So just go over, we're going to heat emboss, and then I've just got a little piece of paper. I don't want to go on the edge, I just want to do it on the top, so it looks like there's snow just over my houses and not around the edges. And I'm using, the snow is from, which one is it from? It's from the Tags and Trimmings stamp set, and it's this bit here, and this goes with a stocking die if you buy it as a bundle. And let's use some we're going to use some Versamark, and just do some random stamping. And you only need to stamp at the top because you're going to have your little houses, and don't stamp on your edges. Okay, and then move that out of the way. We're just going to use white heat embossing powder for that, and I have already done that. So, ta-da! Here it is. Made it already. Just a small story for you. Last night I was making lots of these boxes, and I was heat embossing, and my husband came in and said, "Should we walk the dog?" I said, "Yeah, let's walk the dog." And I left one of my boxes just like this. I just embossed it, and I hadn't put any powder or anything on it. And when I came in this morning and realised what I'd done, I put powder on, and it stuck. I was amazed. I couldn't believe that it would work. Okay, so what I've done here is I've put some sticky tape onto each of our tabs. So there's 6 of them. So I put a little bit of sticky tape on each of those, and I've done that to save a bit of time. And so that's ready to go. But before we put the box together, I'm going to do a little bit more stamping. I'm going to pull out the first one of the white, Whisper White, and I'm going to be using this stamp set, Hearts Come Home, and we're going to be using the Santa and his reindeer, and Enjoy the Warmth of the Season, and the trees. So I've already mounted them all up. Oh, there's this one, and this one, and I'm using the same colour ink, so I'm using Cherry Cobbler ink to go with the box. And this is a really nice stamp set. I've not actually cut that one very well. Didn't look very square. Okay, so this is the great saying. And if you can see what I've done here, I've used Enjoy the Warmth of the Season, and it's a box for candles. There we go. And then I've got some trees. I actually need something to just put this under there. So I've just randomly stamped some trees. I'm going to do 5. There we go. And then I'm going to do the Santa and his reindeer, just shooting off over there. So I'm going to leave that to one side to dry. And then we're going to do the die cutting. Okay, so let me just get my dies. Okay, so this is the die that we're using, and this goes with this bundle, the Hearts Come Home bundle. It's got lots of really nice dies that go with it. And I'm just going to show you how to do it. I'm not actually going to cut it out because I've already done it. But you need to put it on your other piece of Whisper White, which is 6 inches by 1 1/4, and just put it so this right edge is here. Make sure that your house is in, and it just be going in like that, and then you're just going to die cut that. And I've already done mine. I've lost it. It's on the floor. So of course it's on the floor. There we go. So what I also did, after I cut it, like this is what it looks like after you've cut it, and I poked all the bits out, I've then folded a piece of just typing paper, not typing paper, that shows my age, isn't it? Photocopying paper, and just fold it and run it through your Big Shot, and that smooths out any of the marks that you get on there. Makes it nice and smooth. So what we're going to do is just snip this end, and then get your scissors in here and make a little snowdrift. So there you go, it just continues down, and then we're going to stick that onto the box. And I have been sticking it before I made the box up, and that's been working fine. I'm just going to use a fine tip for this, just put a few dabs everywhere and it will stick fine. So the new Stampin' Up Christmas catalogue is now out, came out beginning of September. If you do not have a demonstrator and you would like one of the catalogues, please get in touch. Go to my Facebook or go to my blog and ask, and I can post one out to you. There we go. I'm just sticking this down. Just going to put a bit of paper over that because my hands are very inky and I don't want to make it really dirty. Okay. Right, so now we're going to make the box up. And what I've been doing, very messy, because I'm going to be taking this to a craft show and I want to make sure they don't fall apart, I've just put a bit of double-sided tape, and then I'm using some glue. And I find, I'm just pushing it, so starting with the base, I find that it really helps to stick it, because immediately the double-sided tape sticks, and then a few seconds later the glue sticks. And I have found that if I just use a double-sided tape, this isn't Stampin' Up double-sided tape actually at the moment, it's just what I'm using up, the next day I come in and some of it's come apart, but if I use the wet glue as well, it really stays together. And obviously, as I'm going to be taking this to a craft fair in November, I don't want them all to fall apart before I go, and I don't want it to fall apart when people have bought them. So yeah, I have found this works quite well. Get a quick rub. I've got these little bits of tape all over my house. They stick to my clothes, and then I find them everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to put the silver in the bottom of the box there. So just a bit of glue. And that gives the two lights somewhere nice to sit. And then I'm going to put this bit at the top here, so when the box is opened you can see the little message inside. And again, I found it easier to put this bit in before putting the lid together. Okay, now we just put the lid together. Okay, so now the box is together. We can, oh, you can get the tea light. So these, I've got these, and they smell really nice. These are from IKEA. If I could find them, I could show you. Oh, here they are. So they're really reasonable. They're all falling out of the pack. Very reasonable. I think they're about £1.35. Come in 2 different colours though. And they smell like berries. They're really nice. And what I've done is I've just wrapped a bit of washi tape around them, just to make them a little bit more special. And I've used this washi tape. It's last year's washi tape from Stampin Up, but I believe it is still on the clearance rack at the moment. So it's about, I don't know, £3.80, something like that. I'm not sure. It's about £3 something, and it's really reasonable. And yeah, a huge bargain at the moment, so they can go in. Look at that, it looks great with the silver at the bottom. And then they fold up. Look, another one of those everywhere. Okay, and so now we're going to do a little bit more stamping. So I have a Merry Christmas stamp, and it comes from this stamp set, Seasonal Chums. Here. I do appear to have used a lot of stamp sets to make this project, but you just use what you have. There we go, Merry Christmas. And then I've got the star I'm going to stick on. Just stick it on here. And then put this on here, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. It would be good if I was organised. Okay. I can only find my mini dimensionals, which are really cute. Oh, they're cute, I love these. My team leader gave me these as a gift, Katie. I really like them. But the normal ones would have been better in this situation, but of course I can't find them because I'm so untidy. And I am based in Essex, and my next card class, so my October card class, our girls are going to be making these boxes, one of these boxes and some cards. So if you're in Essex, and go to my Facebook and see if you're close to me, and you could come to one of my classes and make this box. Everything will be prepared for you, and there you go. Really cute box, and Sam from Pootles Papercraft, I have to thank her for the measurements for this box. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. Bye.